Are we ready to start?
I'm ready, yeah.
3, bro. 2. I don't think it's starting.
Reset. That's funny. And
what is up, everybody? We are back. This is episode number 8.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Episode number 8 of the Daily Traders podcast.
Let's go.
I'm your host, Mark. This is my co-host, Jack. And we're back. I like it. That rhymes. I always like starting with that.
Yeah, you do rhyme. Yeah, I'm super excited for this episode. We put a lot of time into the show notes, and I think we got some really interesting and funny topics to cover today. So stay tuned because it's going to be a good one.
All right, a little disclaimer. We have to put this in here. We are not financial advisors. We cannot give any financial advice. Nothing said in this podcast should be taken as financial advice. All right, the full disclaimers is in the description below. On with the episode. Little laughing, little overkill. Yeah.
Sure.
Hey, you had a rough morning getting here.
Yeah,
we
I
can
did.
open up with that.
So I was supposed to be here at like 8:30 this morning. And so first off, I sleep through my alarm. And then I realized I don't have a place in this city yet. I live like an hour and a half away. So I sleep through my alarm and I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to spend the night. So I'm getting a hotel just for the night. So I can be at the office early and I save that, 3 hours of driving. So I'm like, oh shoot. So I forgot. I didn't book my hotel last night. So I booked the hotel because everything's run out. So I booked it then. I'm leaving the door. Forgot to pack my bag. Run back, pack my bag. Made breakfast. So now I'm really running late. And then I drive down with a friend and I look at the gas tank and the gas is completely empty. So I'm like, oh shoot, now I gotta go stop for gas, fill it up all the way. And there's no like real gas stations on the way, like directly on the way. And now I look behind me and my dog is sprinting after me at like 1,000,000 miles an hour. Like,
oh my God.
Tuck tail, and he's fast, like he can run. And I was like, so I just speed up and then
Trying to outrun him.
yeah, but he somehow kept up with me. And when I get to the stop sign at the end of my main road, which is like a mile down the road, I look behind, he's like right there. So I had to bring him back, and then I go back in, and my mom starts talking. So it's and then it was just the biggest crapshoot getting here. But I made it an hour late.
You made it. That's
Yeah.
all that matters.
Made it
I'm glad.
Yeah, I made it before market open, so it's been good.
Nice. I had a haircut this morning and then came here.
Nice.
So not as much of an eventful morning as you. But we've been getting some feedback from friends, family members about these episodes.
Yeah.
And the biggest advice or the tip, kind of what we were getting from everyone, was that they enjoy the stories and the small talk and whatnot, but they mostly enjoy the trading talk and the education, which is obviously we're a trading group. We're the largest trading group out there. If you didn't know the Daily Traders, we have a combined following of over 3 million followers across all platforms. So we're going to try to talk about trading. And I want to kick right off and ask you a trading question.
Okay.
And it has to do with kind of like an accidental trade or an accidental profit. Have you ever made money without the intention of making money? I don't know whether it's hitting the wrong button or what may it be.
So I posted this on my TikTok, and because it's just such a funny story. I had my friend at the office with me, and I raised. You want to demonstrate how this desk can raise?
It goes up and down like that.
Yeah. So I was I put my desk all the way up, and I was like typing like this, and when I was doing this,
you were laying back. You had the desk all the way raised
I was just
up.
making like a funny video, and I accidentally clicked a limit order so I was day trading QQQ contracts, right, calls, and I had it up on the active trader, and I clicked a limit order. So what happened when the correlating stock, the Qs, right, correlated to the value of the option contract, which was it was like a $2 contract, which is $200. It automatically bought I accidentally put a limit order for 20 contracts.
Oh my word.
Yeah. So I bought like a ton,
Like 40 grand worth of
contracts that
I don't know
expired.
what contracts they were.
That expire like that day.
Oh my word.
And I'm like, and I hear in TOS, and anyone who's listening who has TOS, when an order fills, it goes doodaloo or doodaloo.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what just happened? Like I did not put in an order. So I look at my screen, And I just see the green, like, wow, you bought 40 contracts of blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh no. So I immediately go to my like monitor positions, create closing order, sell. And I look at my P&L.
You just got filled at wherever you
Yeah,
put in a
I
limit
just sold
order?
it. I just sold it
you're
for
just trying to
market.
get
I
out.
wasn't even gonna like pay. I just didn't want, that's such a. And I look at my P&L. It's like up another $2,000. Like that's pretty funny.
Dang.
Because it was so lucky. The stock shot up right when I bought it. Like it was just timed so perfectly.
You could have got filled and been down 2,000.
Oh yeah, I could have been down more.
Yeah, you're very lucky.
Imagine if I went to like the bathroom, and I like,
Oh my
it could
God.
just been
And
such a disaster.
Didn't know.
Yeah.
Hey, this is funny. So you wanted to share this video. This guy lost $1.5 million trading.
Yeah.
And this was an accident.
Yep.
And unfortunately, he didn't come out in the green.
No.
Obviously. You want to pull up this video and we can watch it?
So
Because I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I've seen it. I was messing around on YouTube just doing some research, and I stumbled across this video. And I mean, this guy's awesome. I mean, he's just this huge. I think he trades with like an $85 million portfolio.
Okay.
And he's just huge swing trader, super experienced, but he's also hilarious. So
Wait, what's his
Hold
name?
on, I'm working on the screen.
Qualamagi.
Oh, yeah.
Christian Qualamagi.
No, I've heard of this guy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's pretty legit.
So
And,
the video title is How to Lose 1.5 Million by Accident.
Yeah. So I think the whole thing is like, I mean, he'll explain it in the video. It's pretty funny.
It's an hour 47-minute video. We're just gonna watch
It's
like
just a
a
clip. It's like
a little
5,
clip.
10 minutes.
Yeah, my screen recording's going, so we're good.
Okay, we don't need to watch the full 10 minutes, but we'll just watch. Like,
This
Yeah.
one, right?
Because the market gets halted, so we can skip ahead when the market's halted. You can just see what happens when it.
Is that this one?
Yeah, right there.
yeah, back it up a little bit.
No, press play.
No,
Right there?
we'll like
That was perfect. It's
Okay.
perfect.
poor audio listeners, but that's okay.
It's okay. It's pretty funny. I think it takes like, because right now he's just live
So
streaming.
we can see his two charts.
He's live
no
streaming.
face, just a screen
He
recording.
live
of his
streams on
charts.
Twitch, and he's like blah blah blah, like normal day of him
Oh,
trading.
shit, I f***ed up right now. Holy shit. Oh my god, I did the fattest finger trade of my trading career right now. Oh my god, you guys are not gonna believe this shit. You're not gonna believe this.
I mean, he's so
Holy
chill though. What's happening?
Oh my god, you guys, you're not gonna believe this.
Oh gosh.
Oh my god, this is
This guy owes us some major money for all these swings.
yeah, I
Yeah.
fat fingered it big time. Holy
Look at his
shit.
P&L. You can see like he's up like 682. He's up,
Unbelievable.
Yeah, walk us through this.
he's up a.
I am not a trader, and I have no idea what's going on, so please explain.
What is a different
Sucks,
platform?
man.
too?
Look, all right,
oh
this is
my
what-
god, this sucks. I just fat fingered it really.
He just
big
shorted
time.
that. He just shorted that like
Holy
5,000
Oh.
shares. Like
Oh my
a
God.
lot of shares.
And it just shot up.
And now
a
it's.
ton.
But now
yeah.
he's halted. That's the thing.
You know what I
He
did?
can't- that's
I
the-
actually.
So when a stock is halted,
I just
you can't
missed-
get out of it.
I just
right?
double clicked on the wrong place.
So he's just stuck in it. He can't sell the shares.
let's just say I'm short 85,000 shares in this halt.
85,000.
He's short 85,000 shares, and the stock's halted. So he's just
And the-
praying. He's praying that the next move is,
yeah,
is
I'm
to the
down
downside
350k on it.
within like
I
what
just
20
lost-
seconds.
Like I was down like 88k on it before, and I just lost another like what, 250k on it
so it's still halted.
in like 5 seconds.
he's
and it
shorted
got halted. I tried to
85,000
get out. I got filled on like a few, like 5,000 shares.
this is nerve wracking.
Man, I may take a 500,000 loss on this thing.
I know, and
I haven't
it's
had
just-
a 500,000
it's halted. He
loss
can't
in a
do
few
anything.
Are we
months.
good? Can I pause
This
it?
sucked.
No, just mute it while we talk and then wait for
Wow.
it to resume because it gets even
avoid
crazier.
fat.
Okay.
There we go.
I think does everyone kind of understand what is happening?
Yeah, explain what a halt is.
Well, I don't know what just happened. Like,
Alright.
like bring me from beginning to end. Why did this go so wrong? I read on here like something about the White House making a deal with Kodak, but
So yeah, what
is
happened
that?
was news right came out about Kodak, and it just what happened was in turn the stock just went parabolic. It was up at that point 354.28%, right? So the stock shooting up, and what happens when there's so much irregular volume on a stock, the system it can't compute the right price, or it's not necessarily they can't compute the right price, but they have to halt the stock. So they stop trading for 5 minutes, and they take in all of the sell and buy orders to create to actually find out like where's the price, because it's moving so fast they can't accurately determine where the price is. So they halt it for 5 minutes, and right now he's stuck in the halt. And what a halt means is you can't buy or sell. You can just put in an order and see what happens. But there's millions of, or maybe not millions of people, but millions of shares being bought and sold right now, but the price isn't getting affected. So when the market reopens or the stock reopens from the halt, it's going to either shoot up or shoot down. So put the volume back on.
Gotcha.
It should unhalt soon. But anyway, he's stuck in this trade with
$1 million
85,000
nowadays
shares
is not a
short,
big deal for
and it's
me.
about to
I've had,
shoot up again.
Bigger losses than that.
I do
but
see the tweet
it's
on the
just-
left
it's just,
side.
Oh, a fat finger, unbelievable.
So he
How
just hit the
hell
wrong
does that
button.
even happen?
Yeah. He hit the
I
wrong.
can't believe that.
Oh, I thought he was purposely trying to short.
He fat fingered it. Oh my god. Yeah, he didn't mean to
that
short it.
sucks, man.
He was trying to short it.
He literally hit the wrong button. He's down 300K.
Just wait.
Holy
It's
shit.
so insane. I could never.
No, I'm not gonna blow up on this. No way.
Imagine.
I'm gonna have a fun time censoring this.
Yeah.
Even if I'm gonna take that $500,000 loss, I'm gonna be up a couple of million on the month.
This
Don't
guy's
worry
like-
about
like-
that.
So he's like reassuring himself. He's like, I'm still up a couple million. It's
We'll
all
see.
good.
On the
We'll
month,
have to
yeah.
see where it opens.
Oh boy.
Oh, please. Oh, if I sacrifice a goat right now,
we waiting until it opens
will
again?
it open down? Will this be the top? Like it opens from the gap and goes straight down?
Isn't that funny? He says if I sacrifice a goat.
So he's
Is it
hoping that
possible if I
the
sacrifice a
top
goat
is
right
found
now? I need to get a goat though.
and it doesn't
Can I
push up
get a-
anymore on the next
We're
haul.
gonna get a
He's
goat
hoping
in
the
the
stock
next
just-
1 minute.
Yeah. What?
Only suicide helps. Oh, thanks, guys.
These are people on his stream.
So people are, watching this.
Yeah, people are
live.
watching this live. So
This was all live.
So it's been open for
too.
1, 2. All right, so it's about to open on the next
Yeah,
1
we're
minute.
4
Cam.
minutes
Where do you
in.
get a goat
Imagine just
nowadays?
waiting, sitting there, like watching this happen.
I didn't even know it was a 5-minute halt period. Is that standard or is that
it's
just
standard.
on
They
this?
halt when they halt for 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
33.15 is my average. I wasn't even gonna short it. Like I was gonna move my mouse button to the short. Like I wanted to wait for the first red 1 minute candle, right? So I was ready to short it in case it.
Okay, so
you
he
know,
was
starts getting
preparing to
some
short
downward
it.
momentum,
Yeah, but he wasn't
I
trying. He was
accidentally
waiting.
He didn't mean to
shorted
enter
it.
then.
No,
I
he
wasn't
didn't.
even gonna short
He had like
it
the
right
order ready
there.
to go, and he just clicked it. And I think he put double the amount of shares he
Unbelievable. It's so
wanted to short it.
stupid. I don't know how it even happened. I put my hand on a mouse and it was kind of there, and I just unbelievable. Never. This is just so stupid. Oh my god. Okay. It's going down from this candle.
So it just
I'm
gapped
not
up again.
covering
It
yet.
unhalted and gapped
I'm not
up again.
covering yet. It has.
Oh, now it's pushing.
Never
It's
mind,
all-
I'm covered.
oh,
I'm out.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
out.
It's pushing like crazy. So what is he just
No,
cutting
I'm
his
not
loss?
out. No, what the hell is going on?
It halted again.
Oh,
He was trying to get filled and it halted again.
You know what?
And
Now
he's
I'm
not
definitely gonna stop trading. I'm out. I'm not out. Never mind. I'm done with trading. I didn't get filled.
He's like, I'm not out. I'm just done with trading.
Yeah.
Get filled. I thought like
my-
I saw it started covering
All right, skip
shares,
4
but
minutes.
then it got halted
Yeah,
again.
skip forward a little bit.
Let's go. Let's see it when it gets unhalted. Wow.
I mean, I'd be done with trading here.
Because it
All
looks
this
like
money's
he-
Well,
gone.
he meant done with trading for the day. He did not mean like forever.
He is screwed. He is so stuck.
Where
in
am I
this.
going to, Jack?
Yeah.
Where am I going to?
Go,
4
go
minutes.
like forward 3 or 4 minutes.
All right, we're all talking over each other. This is a little much.
I know.
Jesus Christ! What the hell? In my
Yeah, keep going.
back.
Keep going.
I'm still gonna.
So he's over.
Oh,
He's
'cause
down
we're
over
waiting-
500,000.
He's
We're
down
waiting
like
for like an aftermath.
yeah. Okay. So yeah, that's good.
Come on. Will it get unhalted?
So it's
Is
good.
it a 10-minute halt?
Oh, I guess they can. 10
What?
minutes. I just thought it was a standard 5-minute halt. Oh, my bad.
I'm not fighting it, guys. Haven't you been here in the past 15 minutes?
That's so.
I've been trying to cover it.
Go-
I
go
can't
forward a
cover
bit
it.
more.
So pretty much what he's doing is when
I'm all
you,
covered. I'm all covered. Holy sh!
look how much
Wow.
more it went up. It gapped
I
up.
lost
and then,
another 400k on that on halt. I just took a 4 point.
So is that
I just took my biggest
537?
loss of my career. This is the dumbest shit I've ever seen. Wow.
Listen, you
I'm still up on the month, but that sucked. I'm still up a few million on the month, but this is just absolutely ridiculous.
I can't even believe this. All right, pause it. We're good.
yeah, that's
He's up. Yeah, so Kodak's up 537%. He placed a short position by mistake. The stock shot up, halted. Okay.
Yep.
Shot up again. He tried to get filled, couldn't get out. Halted again, shot up. There's nothing he could have done in that scenario. That is brutal.
yeah, and it's not necessarily. It's when you short a stock, right, and it's going against you. It's not necessarily getting filled. It's more covering because you're
Yeah, he was
buying
trying to cover.
you're
Yeah,
buying back
sorry,
the
that
shares.
was incorrectly.
Yeah, no, I mean I know what you were trying to say.
I'm
but
just for everyone listening. I'm just trying to explain it in the most simple terms.
yeah, so what happens when you short a stock, right? You have to buy back the shares to kind of equal it all out. So that's essentially what was happening. He was trying to buy back the shares, but there was so much demand that it would get halted. He would try to cover, but there was no shares available. So I mean, I wonder if he was like single-handedly driving up the price on like some type of short squeeze.
Potentially, actually.
Like he was probably like he was almost like screwing himself, but there's nothing you can do in that
I
situation.
wonder what was that position size. We have no idea. Like,
Well, he was shorted $85,000 shares at 35. So what's 85,000 times 35? I can't do that in my head.
85,000 times 35. Okay, so about a $3 million position. So he lost. Yeah. What did he end up losing? 1.5 mil. Yeah, that's brutal. Has that ever happened to you? Have you ever been caught in like a short squeeze or sorry, have you ever been caught in a stock that halted where it kept pushing up?
You know, I've never been caught in a stock that halted, but what I've done before, and this is kind of a rookie mistake, is when you buy an option contract in a stock that just has like no volume.
I've done that.
Because no one's buying
Plenty.
option contracts, right? So you get stuck if the stock's going down. You can't sell it for like the mid. You have to sell it for the bid, which you don't want it. You don't ever want to sell something for the bid unless it's like going down. You need to get out of the position. Sometimes even below the bid when there's no volume because no one's buying. So the only people that are buying these contracts on low volume stocks are market makers, and they're not going to buy some BS contract, right? So you really get screwed on the premium of those. But
Last
That's
year,
happened to me.
around this time last year, I was trading a stock that was going like parabolic, and they started halting it, and I was just loading up on shares and making a ton of money on each upside move after the halt because they kept halting it. And it's hard to know in those scenarios. I don't know what indicators there's some basic indicators you could use to kind of give you an idea of when that direction might shift and after the next halt price may turn around. But honestly, I had no idea what I was doing. I hadn't been involved in any kind of parabolic move like this where a stock was getting halted. So I was just loading up. My P&L was going up like crazy. I'm talking, it was over $10,000. And at one point I'm like, all right, I got to lock this in. I tried to sell like half my position, couldn't get filled. It halted again. And then that next move after it unhalted, it dumped and I lost that whole entire 10,000 plus, like a couple $100 more.
well, yeah, when you're trading, you kind of got to get like a good kind of practice to do while you're trading is to get in the mind of other traders, right? Like think about everyone else. Everyone else is like, oh, I'm loading up on this stock. It's going up. And then, so you kind of got to think ahead of everyone. Like, okay, when are people going to see this? Because everyone realized this thing just went, stocks can go down just as fast, if not faster than when they went up, right? So it's like, when is everyone going to want to sell this? And once you start to see that type of, because he was saying, I'm waiting for the first 1 minute red candle. And then he was going to short it. But what he did was he accidentally shorted it too soon and double the amount of shares he was trying to short.
Yeah, he had some intention behind it, and I had no intention. And this is a great example of like realizing what you did wrong, learning from your mistakes. The biggest thing here was FOMO, right? The fear of missing out. All right, I was in chat rooms and everyone was going crazy, buying up the stock. I'm like, all right, I got to get involved. I got to get in on this. It's out of the realm of what I normally do, right? And but I again had that fear of missing out on some gains. Ended up losing money because of that. So.
Yeah, that's
Stick to what you do and what you know, and don't differ from it. Don't let these, whatever it may be, short squeeze, some parabolic move, don't let that distract you.
Yeah, I think it's sometimes the trades that you don't take that are also really important. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because not taking
That's
a
a
bad
good
trade
point.
and not losing is just as important as taking a good trade and winning. Because if you take a bad trade and lose, you're going to lose money, right? So if you're saving, it's like, there's two sides of a business. There's saving, there's lowering expenses, and there's raising income, right? So if you're lowering your expenses, because ultimately if you're stock trading for money, which I think everyone is, right? No one's stock trading just for, people do it for fun. It's enjoyable.
Yeah.
But the end goal, bottom line, is to make money. And just like a business, your expenses are your losses. So trying to cut down on those. It's
That's
important.
a good example.
Yeah. Speaking of losses, don't follow candlestick patterns.
Let's clarify here.
Clarify that for me.
Okay, candlestick patterns when it comes to the patterns that is like a bullish descending triangle flag bullshit, their candlestick patterns are bullshit for the most part.
Yeah. Like engulfing candle, hanging man candle.
Like that.
It's not that they're necessarily BS. It's more so that like their strike rate is like 60%. So there's there's just no
50. It's a coin toss.
There's just no. I think I've watched some back testing videos on candlestick patterns, and they're like 60, high 50s. But that's not going to make you money. You know what I mean? That's too little of an edge to make you money. Unless you have some type of risk to reward that's making up for that low win rate. But it's like on a.
Is it really a 60%? I don't think they could. Like, it depends on the candlestick pattern. But the majority of candlestick patterns, like a triple flag top, like, I don't even know the names.
All the ones
I've never,
on that Ricky mouse pad.
Oh, yeah, there's a mouse pad we have.
I remember we had a mouse pad before, these custom ones, and you were like, all these are bull. All the patterns on the mouse pad.
I don't think patterns definitely have some.
Patterns
are different.
Are different than these preconceived
candlestick
patterns that are. Like they're drawn out where you can get a book with all these candlestick patterns. I see this on TikTok.
You know what?
You've seen these videos.
They go, they're on Instagram or TikTok, and they go like, "Oh my god, whoa! I made money!" Like it's just like such BS. Like
they draw out some lines on like Trading View, copying the candlestick pattern.
And they point at the book, like the candle, and then they point at the chart, and like, oh my god, like. Look, it went up because you saw that little candle. It just
that was probably their 10th attempt at trying to do that.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's no edge with that. Just the preconceived candlestick patterns are bullshit, 100%. And I was listening to this good trader on this podcast, and he was talking about how he believes there's like no edge at all anymore in the market because there are computer algorithms that have been created, and these high frequency trading algorithms that. Quite literally, their only purpose is to counter this edge,
like exploit all these known edges out there,
different edges with moving averages and whatnot. And he was talking about how the only real edge is being able to read tape, which is interesting.
Yeah, I mean, clearly it's not true. There's people like you're a swing trader, you make money swing trading. There's this guy, and he just lost 1.5 million, but he's up 2 million for the month or whatever. So, day trading and reading the tape is not the only way to make money. Clearly. But it is an interesting point because reading the tape is not necessarily a pattern, right? It's like it's price action, and it's very like raw data.
You're looking at the buyers and the sellers interacting.
Yeah.
Someone wants to buy something, they need someone willing to sell it to them, vice versa.
Yeah, it's kind of going back to what we were saying about like getting inside the head of the people you're trading against. Because ultimately, the way you make money trading is by stealing money from other traders, right? I mean, it's kind of just how it is, and you got to be like ruthless and
there's one guy out there who's put in the time, more time than everyone else, who's essentially just sitting there and taking everyone's money.
Yeah,
which is funny,
totally.
But that's how it works.
That's how it is. I was listening to another podcast, and this guy was like, I mean, he was kind of like a total douchebag, but he was like, I don't. But it was true. He's like, I don't like when I go into the office, like I don't give like a flying shit, right? He's like, I am going there to steal other people's money. And that's what I do. And it's like when I'm a family guy, I'm a nice person. I help you out.
I heard this.
Yeah. But he's ruthless. When he gets in front of that, that screen and those charts, he's ruthless, and he doesn't. That's his goal. It's to make money, which is take money from the markets, right?
I like that. Hey, I want to talk about this article. This was crazy. All right. Let me read the headline here. Okay. So from 25 billion.
Yep.
With a B, billion, 25 billion to 167 million. How a major crypto lender collapsed and dragged many investors down with it.
That's
125 billion to 167 million.
That was in assets, correct?
This company was called Celsius.
Yeah. It was. It's like Coinbase, kind of. It's like a different.
I never heard of them.
Crypto broker.
I've actually never heard of them. But Celsius is down 167 million in cash on hand, which they say will provide ample liquidity to support operations during the restructuring process. So I guess they're trying to like rebuild their company after this.
That's so interesting. Oh, you know what? I actually did hear about this, and I think what they're trying to do with that is because so many people lost money and their assets are essentially frozen in the brokerage. Like they can't get their money out. They've like all their money that they have in the brokerage is stuck there. They can't get it, right?
Yep.
And they're saying, like a lot of the legal analysts are saying, you're probably not, because they went bankrupt, right? They pretty much have no money left. And
They did,
saying, you're not going to get your money back for, 3 years. I think people who had their money in cash are more likely to get it back, but the people that were like in certain coins are at risk of just never seeing that money again. But what I read about this, and what they might do is in the restructuring the next company, give people who lost money in Celsius in that brokerage equity in the next restructuring of the company, which is an interesting kind of way to put it. But I wonder how that goes when it goes publicly traded and everyone's like, screw this, I'm getting out.
I don't know how they're going to come back from this. So they filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the latest casualty of the 2 trillion crash that wiped out some of the industry's biggest names.
Yeah.
What did they do wrong? Okay, or not, I guess more than what did they went wrong, but what did they do wrong? But what went wrong, what was wrong with this business model, aside from the market obviously crashing, the whole market itself was 20% of the APY they were offering to customers wasn't even real.
It's a Ponzi scheme, right?
Okay, so they were accused of having a Ponzi scheme, whereas the early investors or the early depositors, they were taking the early depositors' money and then giving it how do I?
No, they were taking the early depositors were getting money from previous depositors. So they would get in and be, sweet, I'm making money. This is awesome.
And it was literally coming from the person who deposited before them.
They'd be like, this is right. And it kind of plays into like this is, if it's too good to be true, it probably is too good to be true, especially in the investing world.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, if you're just like, wow, I mean, I can make 20% APY with just putting my money in this brokerage. Like, hell yeah, sign me up.
Yep.
Look what happened. And it's funny that people keep doing this because the whole thing happened with that whole Luna coin. Do you remember that? I mean, you weren't as involved in the crypto world, but I read about this where it was like the same thing, offering like 20% APY, and it was like a Ponzi scheme.
Yeah,
and it depended on more people signing up. And
listen, this is one of the risks of investing, and that's why I always be prepared to lose whatever you invest with. And there's no such thing as free money. There's not.
No.
And that was obviously just a really shitty business model that wasn't sustainable.
Yeah, well, it was kind of what happened was the crypto market started to crash and people started to take their money out, and all of a sudden they couldn't pay people the 20% APY. Now everyone wanted their money out, and they were I'm pretty sure they were super over leveraged, right?
Yep. That was part of it as well. I think that was a good way to explain it, but I don't want to stay too long on that topic. We want to watch a video from this other trader, and he was kind of talking about the recession and how this recession is going to create like so many millionaires, which I think is a really interesting point. If we could pull that video up, that would be awesome. I've seen this guy on TikTok.
It's not necessarily the recession that's going to create the millionaires, but the bounce back from it.
Yeah, as a result of the recession.
Yeah.
I'm working on it.
That's better said.
It's interesting. Oh, it makes sense because it's like the market,
All right, this is it. Yep.
Right there.
He said most millionaires will be made during this recession. That's the video title. We need to give credit. What's his name?
1 second. I'm just quick timing for screen recording.
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
And
Let's see. This guy's name is Sean Dekmar.
Sean Dekmar. All right.
Sean Dekmar.
I've seen him on TikTok. I think he's commented on one of my videos before. He's a good trader from what I've seen.
Really? Oh, that's interesting.
All right. Here we go.
I wonder if he means millionaires in just the stock market or abroad.
I don't know. Let's see.
It's kind of like very similar to our intro.
I was gonna say.
When I say the word recession, what are some key words that may pop into your head? You as just an average. When you hear the word recession, what pops in your head?
Pause it. What do you think?
Yeah. When you hear the word recession, what pops into your head? First thing.
You're really putting me on the spot.
Yeah.
What pops in your head? Come on.
Go for it.
Why?
Because
Why a recession? No. Answer the question. What? Come on.
Oh, I
don't
think
want
of
to say. I've seen. This
I think
video.
of people, taking all their money out of the bank and burying it in the ground, and I think of like cartel money in Mexico that's like being dug up.
Okay.
That's what I think of a recession because they're like,
Anything
I have no idea what I'm talking about, but that's what I think of.
Anything else?
I want to hear another opinion. Our office assistant. Let's hear your opinion.
What? Go to the mic.
Go to the mic.
What do you think of?
When I think of recession, I
Go
think
closer.
of when I think of recession, I think of just everyone pulling their money out of the market all at once and a bunch of people losing their money.
You know what I think of?
Okay.
You know what's the clear sign of a recession that was proven?
Everyone's going cash.
No, you know what's proven? And we've talked about this.
What?
Stripper.
The stripper input and the strip clubs
okay.
being empty.
Throwback.
And somebody made a reply video and was like, this is the smartest indicator.
It's
I've
funny
ever
because that
seen."
like happened and then the market just crashed. Yet
It
again.
literally did, right?
So now you have to explain this whole scenario real quick.
With the,
Explain. We got to
Go watch episode, I think it's in episode 3. Go watch episode
It was an
3.
article about the strip clubs being empty. But I think all the opinions we just heard boiled down to like people going cash, taking their money out of their investments because
Yes.
everyone's scared.
yeah.
Let's watch it.
Continuing.
Homelessness, people going to lose their homes, jobs, cutbacks on a lot of things. I think unemployment, right? I'm thinking of it more of an economic as opposed to stock market. But
No, absolutely, because that's what we're programmed. Like
Yeah.
that, when we hear the word recession, we think of all those words you just thought about: people losing their jobs, people losing their houses, horrible time to invest, stock market crashing.
I feel like it's the best time to invest because everything's at an all-time
Exactly.
low then.
Exactly.
Right? Like,
Yeah,
in
exactly.
talked about
theory,
this.
Like if everything's low,
When
why
I hear
not?
the word recession,
I don't even know where you're going.
when I hear the word recession,
You're taking out a mortgage.
it is, people don't realize what's coming on up right here. People don't realize that this is going to be one of the best times that you are going to be able to make millions of dollars. Here's a fun
Yup.
fact right here. Most millionaires are made the year after a recession, 2009, 2010, because everything is the cheapest. You hear, again, the average person is going to be getting scared. Save your money. Don't spend. Don't invest. Take your money out of stocks. Don't, again, get involved in something. This is the
Here,
best
pause it.
time. So let's learn.
We found it. This is a quote. I think you talked about this quote or brought it up in another podcast.
Last week.
Yeah.
Pretty sure you talked about this last week.
About people. Okay, the stock market is the only store that when it goes, when everything in the store goes on sale for 50% off, the stock market is the only store that people are not going in and buying.
Yeah, people-
buying. Think
people-
about it.
people
There's
are
a
running out the store.
If that store out the window, I don't even know what they sell. Whatever they sell. If everything in there is all of a sudden 50% off,
Yeah.
everyone's going to be going in there and trying to buy stuff because it's 50% off. But when that happens with the stock market, everyone is getting scared. They're pulling their money out and they don't want to get anywhere near it.
Yeah.
But obviously, we'll continue playing it. We'll finish the video.
Finishing the video.
About this. I'm a big numbers guy. I like to go off the stats. So when we
It is
do research
interesting.
over the past 100 years, the average bull market, which means we believe that the stock market is going to be able to continue to move itself on up, is going to last 9.1 years, is going to have an average return of 476%.
And for those listening, bull run is up, bear is down.
Exactly. The average bear, or let's say the average recession, is going to last 14 months and have an average drop of 41%. Now that's over, again, the past 120 years. Let's again repeat those numbers one more time, okay? 9 years of climbing with a 476% return compared to a bear market, which is going to be 14 months of dropping with a 41% decline.
Tell me I can get Facebook for 40% discount? Like
So,
things like that? Like,
Exactly.
You can pause it.
But we only get it.
All right. So
I'm going to do just that. Like next year, like full money in, you know, like not financial advice, but like that's kind of what I'm planning. Like I'll go in a little bit this year on your call outs.
That
But,
video
like-
motivated you?
No. I've just been thinking about that for a long time. I'm like, okay, like after this recession starts, you know, once we see some signs, like, yeah, that's the time for me.
yeah, I'm really excited. And like this is how I felt about this. And that just reinforced how I felt. And he actually had the data to back that up.
Yeah.
So I think if you're scared of, you know, diving into whatever the stock market, cryptocurrency market, whatever it may be, just think about that. Like this is potentially the opportunity that if you do not take advantage of, that might be the opportunity that makes you a millionaire. I guess that's the only way I could say it.
Oh, that makes sense.
Because everyone back in 2016, when they were piling their money into Bitcoin, it started, you know, blowing up. And then obviously we had the high in 2017. Like I made a lot of money then. Bitcoin pulled back. I got in on the next wave. Like I've been in on these waves.
Yeah, that's how you make money. Well, it's like, okay, so
I'm just saying-
he said, I think it was like over 9 years, 440%. And then 9 months drops 40%. And those numbers you hear like, oh, what? Like 450 is so much larger than 40, right? But then you think about it, all right, it took 9 years to get 450%, right? Now 40% down off 450%, that's half of that. So it climbed, let's say 50% for easy numbers. Let's say a stock climbs from 100 to 200, right? 100% increase. Now it decreases, it goes 50%. Now it's back at 100. So you got to make 100% to get back that 50% that you lost. So the downside is a much larger impact than the upside.
Yeah. I don't know how much of that math was right, but I know what you mean.
Well, no.
Like you said 200, and then you said down 50%.
If you go from,
that would be 150. If you went
50% of 200 is 100.
No. Oh, that's what you're saying. I thought you meant if a stock was like up, or the whole market was up 200%, and then it pulled back 50%, you're at 150.
No, I'm saying the price, which correlates to the percentage.
Okay.
Anyways.
I wanted to watch. I'm glad we watched that video. We wanted to talk about position sizing a bit as like some advice for beginner traders. A lot of beginner traders blow up their accounts very fast, and so a good rule of thumb, it's called the 5% rule. Using 5% of your account size on a single position makes it mathematically extremely the chances are up there with getting struck by lightning.
I think if you blow up an account using 5% of your position every time, you should probably quit trading.
It is, yeah.
Like that means you are actively worse than 50%, which is hard to do.
So 5% per position size starting out. Okay, once you compile enough trade data, which means once you have 100 trades on, 200 trades on, and you can start to analyze that data, then you can go and adjust your position size according to your strike rate and all that. And that brings me to my next point, which is journaling, trade journaling. Okay, keeping track of your trades, not just from an emotional standpoint, like how did I manage this trade as far as tilt goes. All right, was I emotional with my entries, my exits? Did I stick to my plan with my entry? Did I stick to my plan with my exit? But keeping track of the percentages you're making on each trade, your strike rate, how many you're winning out of 10, 100, 200 trades, and then using all that trade data to develop and really narrow in on a trading strategy or trading system as a whole that is going to give you a positive expectancy in the long run.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. And journaling helps in so many different ways. It helps from, you're able to improve, right? Like mindfully realizing what you're doing as you trade, as you click that mouse.
Yeah.
And also from an emotional standpoint, it's kind of motivating. Like I've definitely had trades where I've lost, and because I've lost, I didn't just sulk on, oh my gosh, I lost money, it was a dumb trade, yada yada, this, that, and third. I go into my notes and then I write okay, this is why I went wrong, and it makes me feel better because now now I feel like I can go back in and not make that same mistake again. But if I don't write about it, then it's just in my head and it affects my trading the next day. So, and
something you should also keep note of on a weekly basis or daily basis, okay, is just simply writing down. You obviously want to have a trade plan. Before you enter the trade, you should know exactly how much you're willing to lose and how much you're trying to make.
Yeah.
If for whatever reason you cut that trade before you hit your stop, okay, before you get out of that trade, before you even hit that amount that you were all right with losing, or on the other hand, you get out of that trade before you hit your take profit, you need to know if you did that, first of all. And if you realize you're starting to do that more and more, whether it's Monday and then going to Tuesday and Wednesday, you should realize that you're all of a sudden getting really emotional on the week for whatever reason it may be. And trading everything in your life is going to impact your trading, and you're trying to not let it, but maybe you're having a rough week for whatever reason. That is going to affect your trading. When you're logging your trades, you're going to actually realize that. And then you're going to be able to say, hey, I just need to take a step back. I shouldn't be trading right now because I'm way too emotional. Okay?
Yeah.
So
that happens.
Very important.
I believe
everyone should do that. It's so easy. Do it in the notes on your phone.
That's what I do. Yeah, it's all on my phone because it's just easy. I always have my phone on me, so just boop, 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 and then boom, so it's done. Yeah. And it's probably 5 to 10 sentences of the trade, how much I made, how much I lost, whatever. But it's like, even if you lose, like I have plenty of losing trades, right? But because I stuck to my plan, it still feels like a good trade to me, which is interesting. Like I'll lose a trade, and if I follow my plan perfectly, I said, okay, this is where I'm exiting, and this whatever, I exit right where I said I would, because XYZ happened. I feel good. Like, okay, that's a win. Like I followed my trade plan. There you go. Now what can I do to change my actual plan in the first place to make sure I don't lose money? But following your plan, if you follow your plan and you manage your risk well, even if the trade loses, because we can't control the market is undeniably unpredictable, right? So if we lose, but as long as you stick to your plan, because sticking to your plan is all that you can do. So if you stick to your plan, that's a win.
Yeah, going back over your trades, analyzing trade data, is something I used to do a lot.
Yeah.
A lot more than I do now, and it's something that's so right in your face that was right in my face that I didn't even realize until I was talking with this trader, and he was going over my trades from this year and giving me some tips on how to kind of adjust my strategy based off of that data, and I didn't realize it, but 100% of the trades I've taken this year that were calls. So I trade options, right? So all the calls I've taken, I've won 100% of those. I'm gonna spew a little information out. This was our conversation. Okay, so
In the bear market?
this year to date.
Whoa.
In a bear market, 100% of the trades that I've taken were calls. Were 100% winners, right?
That's crazy.
This is a mouthful, but okay. The odds of going, so these were my my calls, right? So 6 trades were calls this year. The odds of going 6 wins in a row in those early months is 1 out of 64. That's my chances. If you remove the first shared trades, I had 2 shared trades this year. That means I had 8 option wins in a row. Okay, the odds of that happening randomly are 1 in 256. So like really slim, right?
Yeah, it shows that you have edge.
I'll read this. The skeptical take is that the second half of this track record, which sounds like the portion that has been published in real time, is much less dominant. He didn't know these are really the only trades I've taken. Like I explained to him after, but he was skeptical. Now this guy, he's been trading for 35, 40 years. I was kind of explaining my system and how I'm finding these trades and sharing with him that, I've made these trades inside the mentorship. I call it my trades. He was skeptical himself because he didn't believe, like the odds are so against me.
Yeah.
When he's going through this trade data, he didn't believe it, which is, it's a little confidence boost for me.
Yeah.
Right. So there's some really great advice, and I really appreciated him doing this for me. We're working on a project together. I don't know if I'm even going to talk about, but so anyway, he's like, if you take the big gains and cross them with the big losses, the last 6 or 7 trades are practically a wash. So interestingly enough, like let me explain that real quick. Actually, he explains it better. So I'm just going to finish the sentence. So if you have another similar amount from last year, he want to see last year's trades so we could really deep dive into this. But he's like, as long as these are non-filtered and not cherry-picked, so far he was saying that, hang on.
I think this is the clear sign that we need to take 5.
Hang on.
You gotta find it.
Hang on, I'm gonna find this. We might have to cut this, but I really wanted to get this little chunk of information here.
How about we take 5 and then?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Hurry up, Mark.
He said, also in a rising market, many more calls will win than 50-50, and likewise with puts in a declining market. Makes sense, right?
Yeah.
And he said, yet you traded both in a declining market, both calls and puts. I've traded in a declining market and actually had more call wins than put wins, indicating skill, and had a winning record with both puts and calls, also indicating skill. So he's like, you're really just out here beating the market this year on both sides of the spectrum, which means my strategy will work whether the market's going up or down.
Yeah.
And that there you go. Like this guy's a crazy trader, and so that was good to hear that.
Take that, Benjamin.
W.
Dubs.
That was a big W.
How about
anyway,
we, all right,
How about we take
now?
5?
Yeah.
all right, short intermission, and we're back.
Yes, we are. And we had quite the break.
Yeah,
Quite a.
you lost money.
Yeah, that's.
Sorry, I had to do it too.
No, that's all right. I mean, kind of explain. I had a stop loss. I was trading a swing setup, and I set my stop for low of the days. And as you can see on the screen, I don't know how well you can see it through that camera, but market is definitely down right now. So no bueno.
Big pullback.
And yeah, in turn, because the market was down, the stock that I was long on went down as well. Pulled it down with it, and it stopped out. But that was my plan, and it stopped out. So I've lost. I don't know, it was probably like 8%.
All right.
In the trade, like 1% of my portfolio or something. So not a big deal at all.
Okay.
Happens.
Fair.
Yeah. Do you know who Andrew Tate is?
Andrew Tate. I've heard of that name. I've heard of Tate.
Yeah. You don't know who he is?
Nah, not really. No.
He's like super like he's like everywhere. You don't know who he is? No.
No. Well, show me. Can we pull up
Let
a
me pull
clip
up a
of him?
clip. I got a clip right here.
Yeah.
Oh, the bald dude. Yeah. I've seen
Yeah.
this guy.
He's gonna come for your neck, bro. He's gonna react to this. And
Oh, hang on, it's muted.
slaughter you.
No, I've seen this guy.
Hang on, it's muted.
We've discussed this before.
I'll back it up. I'll back
Sorry,
it up.
pause.
Some child is outside enjoying their life, playing with toys and smiling in the sunshine and having fun. I hate happiness. I hate happy children. Anyway, you're all losers. We've discussed this before. I'm the king of the world. Some child is out.
Right.
That's pretty funny.
Genius marketer. I definitely think he's putting on a major character. I doubt he's like that in person. More than likely, he's just putting on that act. I mean, he's probably just an actor.
I'm so curious.
I really wonder
Like,
if that's
this
how
is
he actually is in real life.
Quite the act.
But I have seen him on TikTok. Seems like you said he's kind of everywhere.
He's everywhere. Yeah. Well, I think it's because of his marketing. I mean, I don't know if this is 100% true. I've definitely heard this places before. Is that what he does is he offers a 50% commission on the first sale, but it's a reoccurring. So I think his course is like Hustlers Nation is like $50 a month or something like that. And
Really? Okay.
yeah, so it's like if you promote his course, you promote him, you get 50% of the first month's payment, but then it's 100% is his. So he's making bank off this course.
Wow.
Because kids are like
$50 a month.
because it's super easy. All kids have to do is just repost his stuff with like some gaming clip in the background.
So it's just a bunch of people reposting clips of him with going off on different tangents.
Yeah, like crazy. But it's interesting because what he talks about is so controversial and
Yeah.
outlandish. No one ever wants to say it.
He's like uncancelable to a point.
Yeah, because he's already like at the he's the most offensive you can pretty much get on the internet. Like some of the stuff he says about women is pretty extreme and definitely gets a lot of people mad. So it just gets views because hate. I mean, I guess necessarily there's no such thing as bad publicity, especially in this case. And he's just racking up views and people love him.
It's only a matter of time until he screws everybody over and everyone hates him. He's gonna get Logan Paul'd.
How would he? Well, Logan Paul's lit right now.
Yeah,
so
I know.
don't-
But you know what I
that's
mean.
not necessarily
you know
a
what I
bad
mean.
thing.
He's gonna get Logan Paul'd. Like he's gonna do some bad thing he doesn't think is bad, but it's just over the top, and then he's gonna get canceled.
Let's get him on the podcast.
I don't know, dude.
Yeah.
I think what he.
I mean, that's pretty genius, though. Honestly, that affiliate program where it's just like if one person is able to repost his videos on TikTok, they blow up. Every single referral, what is it, $50 a month? Every single referral gets them $25. It's only a one time. Well, that forces the person who's reposting the clips to continue reposting clips, continue marketing for him because otherwise they're not going to keep getting paid. And then he's making 100% every single month
After that. Yeah. I mean, granted,
$50 a month. What's in the course? Is it just a bunch of Fiverr? Like he paid people off Fiverr to make videos and
I don't want to like say anything on it because I haven't looked into it, so I can't really be like, it's this, that. I do know someone who has bought his course and they say it's. I mean, I don't know. I don't even want to say anything about it, but
Are you scared that Tate's gonna come for us?
yeah, I'm scared Tate's gonna jump out the ceiling with like a machete and slaughter me. So.
Well, interesting guy for sure. Doesn't he have a brother? I swear I've seen a guy with hair and not with hair, and they sound the same.
Maybe I don't. Yeah.
Does Tate have a brother?
Tristan Tate?
He does have a brother. Okay, so there's two of them.
Okay, it's got to be like a. It's got to be.
I was like,
persona.
maybe he just like puts fake hair on or something.
Yeah, well, they're like that's modern.
Andrew Tate wears fake hair.
Maybe.
No, he just has a
His
brother
isn't
named
even real.
Tristan.
Andrew Tate isn't even real, dude.
Hey Jack, your
Wait, so
iCloud.
is his name? His name is Andrew, and then their last name's Tate. And his brother's name is
everyone calls him Tate.
So his name's that makes no sense to me. Why is he called Tate if that's their last name and there's two brothers?
I don't know.
Anyway, interesting figure out there.
It just shows the the new age of marketing.
Yeah, it's
We're
like
kinda-
guerrilla marketing where you're just putting yourself out there and being like pretty controversial. We're not as controversial as that, but you're trying to get people going because you're trying to stand out. That's what it is, and he's standing out. Here's his Hustlers University. Wow, we should subscribe and see what this is all about. 94,000 student signups. I wonder if they're actually staying subscribed.
Yeah, well, the way it's worded, have signed up sounds like.
Yeah. A bunch of Discord screenshots, pretty classic.
I don't understand.
This is like a very generic kind of Ponzi scheme looking website.
How does this person who's
Sign up.
reposting?
We'll open the link and see if it opens up.
it just opens to this?
Really? Okay.
Wait, no, click the search bar.
Yeah, see
click
if
the
it
search
opens
bar.
up a
You'll see like an
bigger URL.
affiliate.
There's no affiliate.
Oh, it's a-
Wow, this
Trust
guy
me.
just doesn't get it. He's just reposting them for fun.
No, it could be one of those like what are they called? Like short.
Or he could be paying a team of editors to repost all this
I think
content.
that's what he's doing
You
partly,
think he
too.
has like 20 editors who have created
yeah.
a bunch of fan accounts?
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, I saw a comment on my TikTok, and it said another Tate W, and it was my TikTok video. So he probably has bots that comment all the videos that are hashtag Tate or something. I don't know how the bots work.
Just putting his name out there.
He's got a bunch of bots commenting a bunch of hype on all these videos that his editors are reposting. So it's all socially manufactured, but people are seeing it because it's TikTok and everything blows up on TikTok.
There you go.
Yeah, I think that's honestly probably what's
No, but
happening.
it's really funny how this doesn't
Wow.
have a link or doesn't have any.
Yeah, because our whole theory behind people are just using this to get a 50% affiliate.
I thought you could hide the URLs though. You know.
No, you'd see if that was
If
an
I click and
affiliate link,
roll-
you'd see the URL to track
Oh
the
yeah,
affiliate
now click
in
and
the
roll.
Yeah. No, there's none of that here. None of that.
No, click the search bar. You could.
So that account is definitely not run by a fan. It's
No,
probably
no,
run
go
by
to
his
the end
editor.
of the search bar. I know this because I did affiliate marketing.
Yeah, but wouldn't it be
No, but
embedded
this-
in that first link?
Yeah, it would.
I don't. Maybe you can hide it.
Right,
Oh,
how-
another-
How long's the search bar?
Jesus,
This is a long.
That's kind of
what the?
that's
heck?
kind of weird.
This guy. All right, for visual viewers,
It's like
this
there's
is-
some.
What the heck? It's still going.
Yeah. There we
Okay.
go.
Wait, no, go to the bottom. Go to the bottom of the screen. Sometimes it says that, like the very. Yeah. Oh no, that's so weird. I
Wait,
wonder what his
let's
strategy is.
see. Power. Oh my god, it's just on Stripe. He didn't even create a website on ClickFunnels. Wait, no, this is probably ClickFunnels. Wait, what do you learn? You learn e-commerce.
They have like a bunch of different things.
This is
you
a
can do.
different website than
Freelancing.
this. This is a different website than this.
Wait, how did we get back here? What is this website? Welcome to New Era Learning. What?
Doesn't matter. Let's
What?
move on.
All right,
Yeah, this is just free promo for.
Yeah.
Welcome, Tate.
Yeah, you won.
clip all these and put them on TikTok,
Comedy
and we'll
King.
get a bunch of views too. Just
Yeah.
watch.
Yeah, do us reacting.
Oh my
Tate-
god, one of my favorite things is seeing all my comments. So all of his are obviously they're like fans or they're bots saying Tate W Tate.
Yeah.
Everyone in my comments is just saying rented. Everything, anything in the video.
that's funny.
That like we'll pull up a couple of them. It's hilarious.
Yeah, there you go.
Rented oxygen, rented friends, bro rented the street.
Which is super funny because like renting the street is like a flex. Like if you rented the street, if you rented the street to like film a TikTok, that's some next level.
Yeah, shut down the whole block.
Yeah, just to film a TikTok.
But it all started because everyone was
Totally.
saying, everyone's always like, oh, he rents his cars. And now they're just saying I rent everything.
someone said rented office, like yeah,
The office is
like
rented.
correct. Like we do rent the
You
office.
rent the office. That's right. That you
All right, that's so distracting.
I was talking to you the other day. I know that is. And I was saying, we were talking about like having a plan B in place in your life.
Yeah.
And how like I do not believe in having a plan B. Okay. I wrote this down. I'm going to read what I said because I had said it well. Okay. And I think if anyone sets a plan B, all right, or if you set out in life having a plan B, your subconscious, I can never read my own quotes.
Subconscious.
If anyone sets out with having a plan B, you're subconsciously setting yourself up for failure.
Okay.
There should be no other option. You should be putting yourself in a place where there is no option for failure.
Okay. Because?
Am I right? Because then you will do everything in your power to not fail. Like if you think about if you move across the country, which I did, I moved out to LA on my own, rented my own apartment. I had money saved up, whatever.
Well, at this point, how well were you doing? Like, how much money were
I'm
you
not
making?
gonna. We don't even need to get into that. I'm just saying I put myself in a position where if I failed, I'm moving back into my parents.
Yeah.
Eventually, whether that was being in LA for 6 months or in LA for a year, if I wanted to, live out on my own in the world, wherever it may be, providing for myself, with doing what I was doing, which was trading.
Yeah.
I did not have a plan B.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was forced into literally just committing and devoting 100% of my life into finding success in what I was doing, so I didn't get forced back to living at my parents.
Yeah, it makes sense. You just like put yourself in a scenario.
But if you set out to do something, you're like, all right, I really want to do this, but if it doesn't work out, I can always do that. That is the worst thing you could possibly do.
Yeah. No, I agree, because it's kind of like you kind of half-ass it, right? You're not like fully in. And if you want to succeed at anything, you have to be fully in.
And what you're also doing is you're like establishing a comfort zone. Like if you start getting comfortable in where you are, you better move, or you better do something real quick to get yourself out of that comfort zone.
Yeah, I remember when we were talking about myself moving out, I was super nervous. I was like, damn, like I'm kind of like the idea of me moving out and kind of, supporting myself and renting my own place, it was kind of like, oh, geez, it's kind of, and because that like scared me, it made me feel uncomfortable. I knew I had to do it, which is kind of interesting.
Which is going to propel you to that next level.
Yeah, and I'm super excited.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so excited. Now I'm super excited. And what I'm actually thinking of doing, I don't think I was telling you this, I'm not going to rent a place. I'm actually going to buy a place with a friend. And I think I'm going to try to sell my property that I've talked about in the past, and put some of the capital gains from that towards a down payment in a new place. So,
nice.
Yeah.
I wish I bought a place. I mean, I wanted to buy a place, but I literally couldn't find one in the city.
Oh my gosh.
There's nothing available here.
Nothing's
So I
available
had
anywhere.
What?
Nothing's available like anywhere.
No. I mean, so I ended up renting this place and I'm paying $7,000 a month, but it is what it is. I know. I'm going to start looking probably this winter to buy an apartment. I toured one apartment. It was like 1.1 million. And it was a great apartment.
There was it was a risk of the view being blocked. Though,
yeah.
Right? Yeah.
There was like an empty lot in front that more than likely would be built up within the next couple of years, and then you lose that ocean view, which essentially makes the condos like a penthouse worth $1 million.
Yeah, that's probably good look, especially the city we're in. It's growing so fast. It's like it's pretty much bound to happen in any city.
But you're going to be like somewhere outside of the city. You're not going to be in the city.
Yeah, I kind of want to have like my own house, right? Like not like an apartment.
Oh, okay.
I want like my own land, and I want a little privacy. So I think that would be fun.
Yeah, I mean, my next move will probably be just renting another like a nice apartment, like a penthouse.
Oh, you don't think you're gonna buy?
Or sorry, buying a penthouse.
Really?
Apartment.
Okay, so you don't want like a house.
I don't want a house. What I want to do is have a really sweet penthouse, like looking out over the city, over the ocean, and then have a garage, buy a garage space, like where I can, like a full, like my own garage where I can have my cars.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah.
And then also having an office.
Yeah.
And I've got this office for the company, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to have multiple locations.
Nice. Yeah, you gotta move around.
Yeah. What was this? An Instagram article published, or an article published by The Verge about Instagram?
Our editor put that in.
Okay. You want to talk about this?
Yeah.
because I didn't have time to read it.
Yeah, I saw this on Box Therapy's podcast last night. And yeah, they're basically going a similar route to OnlyFans, which means that they'll just lock posts so that you can't see them. They'll just be blurred or something like that. I didn't read the article. I watched the video.
Okay.
But yeah, what do you think about that sort of concept for Instagram? Seemingly that they've already rolled that out. It's kind of a weird, quick change for the platform.
It would have to be something that I really wanted to see.
It's freaking stupid.
To pay for to pay to see a post on Instagram?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
More than likely, no. I definitely wouldn't be doing that.
I hope it flops because
There's
like,
no
it's
way
just,
that's gonna work.
It's dumb. Like
It's
I
very
already
dumb.
don't want to be on Instagram as much as
Yeah,
much
I
am.
agree.
And now that they're gonna make me pay, I'm like, all right, it's like
I don't know. I
out.
really like Reels as opposed to TikTok. I think Reels are a lot less cringe, a lot less just like crap content that I get on TikTok all the time. Reels are more fun. They're more edits. They're more like creativity focused, less of those captions.
Let me ask you, do you spend more time on Reels or TikTok?
Before I was posting for you, it was Reels easily. I didn't use
What?
TikTok before.
I think most people use TikTok more than Reels. I don't go on Reels. Do you go on Reels? No. Do you go on Reels?
I mean, yeah,
Maybe
I feel like
TikTok
it's
is
a couple
more
unique
popular.
individuals I know that use Instagram Reels.
No, but your assistant agrees, not him, but your assistant agrees that Reels is better content, quality content in comparison to TikTok.
Debatable. I don't know. I don't go on Reels, so I can't say. But
Oh,
that's
well.
interesting.
Well, yeah.
I'm not going to be paying for any Instagram posts to unlock an Instagram post that I want to see.
Yeah, no, me neither.
No, I hope it flops.
No.
It's gonna flop.
Yeah, I doubt that works.
I mean,
hey, wait, I think we're going to wrap it up here.
Yeah, I was just gonna say,
Because we're going on like an hour, and we got a bunch of stuff to do today.
Yeah, let's
Hey, we should have. Why didn't we stop a couple times and just like talk about our sponsor of today's episode? All right, today's episode is sponsored by the Daily Traders. Okay, and listen,
was curious.
we're working.
I was like, what?
We're working on getting a sponsor that we're actually really passionate about, not just to make money, but to actually partner with a company that is going to be involved in helping traders out there who are listening to this become, well, hopefully full-time traders and be able to make money doing this as a living. But in the meantime, we do have a mentorship group where myself posts, no, I'm talking third person, where I post my personal trades. So I share my entries and exits, and we have a series of video lectures going over my trading system. So if you're interested in learning about trading and you don't have much time and you want to make some extra money doing this, okay, can't guarantee anything. I'm not a financial advisor, but I have had a great year so far. So you don't need much time to do this because you can just see when I enter a trade and then when I exit a trade. If you want to take the time to learn this lifelong skill, you can take the classes and commit a portion of each day or each week and work your way through
There's
that.
also the mentorship group, which is great.
It's
Kind
all
of
the
like-minded.
mentorship. Just
Yeah.
to clarify, we only have one offer, and it's all in that one offer. And the first link will be in the description with a discount code.
Awesome.
But as you heard, this literally, he was trading like 10 figures a year. He's been trading for 40 years. He gave me that advice. He thought he couldn't believe that I was winning on both sides, trading calls and puts this year with the market being bearish the entire year. He hasn't even been trading himself.
Some skill.
Yeah. So link below to join. And yeah, we'll see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching.
Bye now.